Hey everyone, it's OJ here. Thanks for tuning in. It's been quite some time since my last update on Bitcoin and the forking. This is something that I was covering quite intensely, and we saw that Bitcoin Cash was quite a successful fork, at least for the moment. That's how it looks. I'm gonna go now into the graphic of Bitcoin first. We saw that Bitcoin reached an all-time high in the last week, over $4,000. It first was climbing since the forking. Post forking it started climbing, and it very quickly went into the 3000s. That was something that was already expected because it was close to 3000 just before the forking, and then ever since that we see here these 1 day candles. So pretty much every day there has been quite a substantial rise on the price of Bitcoin until it's reached 4,400, and at that point this is where the current resistance is. This is why we're now seeing a bit of a pullback. I was expecting actually a much bigger pullback, but Bitcoin is actually stronger than ever. We saw that the forking didn't really affect the price of Bitcoin in any negative way. The last time that the forking really caused any kind of uncertainty, any kind of panic and selling, it was here, which was around the 16th of July. So that was just a couple of weeks before the forking. This is when we actually saw the announcement of Bitcoin Cash coming into the game, and this is when a lot of selling happened because people were expecting that a hard fork will actually affect the price in a negative way and there will be a lot of pullback. That didn't really happen, so very quickly the price recovered, and since then it never really went below the 3000s. There's a lot of rumors right now that there is a major pullback coming, and we should be expecting Bitcoin going under 3000 even, or around the 3000 mark. I personally don't believe that. I think there's a lot of fundamentals and a lot of confidence in the market, in people's personal feelings, emotions that actually reflect in these prices here, and this is why we're not seeing such a strong pullback. Even though a pullback is inevitable, it looks like it will probably come down to here. We can see that this has been tested here just below the 4,000 mark, and even though that might seem like a big pullback because we're currently at 4,300, and if we go down to 3,800, we're talking about $500 pullback. We are now in these big figures where a couple of hundred of $400 are not really making that much of a change. It's not really that in percentage. It's no more than 10%, and 10% is something that is quite, regular in such a quick jump in the price. So this is something that I'm expecting. I personally don't really think it's going to go below the 4,000 mark. Maybe it will, it will consolidate around the 4,000, 3,900 lowest or something like that. Certainly I don't see it going down to 3,000. But I mean, it's a volatile market anyway, so it could happen. It will be very short-lived if it does, but it could happen. And also another interesting fact is that Bitcoin Cash currently is surpassing Ethereum in volume for the last 24 hours. And we see that the volume for Bitcoin Cash is it's more than twice the volume for Ethereum trading is. So it takes the second place on the chart. As a market cap, it's already in third place, so it's, very quickly it surpassed Litecoin and Dash and Ripple. And also just last week, Poloniex added Bitcoin Cash to their trading platform, and it's now being traded on all of the major exchanges. Poloniex, Bitfinex, Bittrex, Kraken are a few of the big ones, and there are also quite a few other exchanges that are trading Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin. So Bitcoin Cash as an altcoin is performing very well. It had quite volatility, which means that there was quite some good trades to be placed and some money to be made. There were fundamentals connected to that, some news that was, not just news, actually quite an important event. We saw that yesterday the first ever 8 megabyte block was mined yesterday. That is on August the 17th. Today is 18th. So that was quite important, and of course ever since that we saw the price started climbing, and it's been climbing for over a day already. This is the current chart. So this is yesterday. It started late yesterday. The price started climbing up, and there was a little bit of pullback here, very short-lived again, and it started going up again. So currently it's standing at 0.15. That is over $600 already. It is pretty much the same price on Bittrex and Poloniex, even though I noticed that on Poloniex it's actually traded slightly higher. So if you're selling, Poloniex would be probably the better place to sell right now. Bittrex probably the better place to buy if you're buying. But the prices are getting quite equal at the moment, and they're catching up. And it's $646, which is quite a lot. If we consider just a week ago it was under 300, and yesterday was around 400 and something, just under 500, already over $650. So that is quite a lot. I'm doing a lot of selling at the moment. I'm pretty sure many other people are ready to sell, because we know that after such a quick jump, again, we're expecting a drawback. So a pullback. You can you can buy at the dip, and but you need to know when to sell. So you need to watch it closely. Bitcoin Cash is not affecting the price of Bitcoin. This is the important thing right now. We're seeing that this drawback here in Bitcoin is actually not because of Bitcoin Cash, because it's a very small pullback for Bitcoin, and it's a very high jump for Bitcoin Cash. So they're not related anymore. They're not correlated. As I said, the last time that Bitcoin Cash actually threatened Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin Core, the main Bitcoin, it was here before it was even forked, because this is when people didn't really know what to expect, and it created a bit of fear, uncertainty and doubt, FUD as we call it. Ever since then, Bitcoin's price has been rising quite substantially without any effect from the price of Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash in fact went down quite a lot. This is a week ago. This is what the price was doing, and somewhere here around this level it found a lot of support, and then it started climbing, and right now we're seeing a very healthy price jump that that will make many people happy, because many people were holding these Bitcoin Cash tokens until the price goes up a little bit so that they can sell it. I still think that it's far from the 1,000 mark, and we're probably going to wait a few more months until we see it going up to 1,000. But first we will have to see a major drawback, because right now this price is affected by the news of the first block being mined at the bigger size, and of course this is great news for Bitcoin Cash. But straight after that news, if nothing else follows, the excitement will go down, and with it the price as well. So this is what I can predict. Bitcoin price, however, should be going up. It should keep going up. We still have news about it. Australia is now the next country that is starting to go through the process of legalizing Bitcoin as a payment system, just after Japan earlier this year. This is something that I already reported on, and it's been in the works for quite some time, so I'm pretty sure that it will be happening very soon. This is an article from today. So it's, of course, if another country starts using Bitcoin and you start being able to pay with Bitcoin in many different shops and outlets, and major retailers are accepting Bitcoin, that will inevitably draw more people to, more customers to that currency, if we are looking at it as a currency. And if you have more usability, that of course means that you have a higher price value, higher value of Bitcoin. So we are expecting the price to keep going up. I'm pretty sure that the 5,000 mark is something that will be touched at some point, maybe over the next month or something like that. I don't expect it to go over 5,000 yet. I think that people need time to adjust and, to grasp the concept of Bitcoin costing $5,000. But I think we're not far from there, so maybe very soon I'll be making an update with another all-time high, and I'll be talking about Bitcoin reaching 5,000. I was going to do that when it touched the 4,000 mark, but I am taking time off right now, first because I'm still looking after my injury and because it's summertime, so I'm trying to enjoy myself and spend some more time offline outdoors with people, because it's a really nice weather here in Spain, and I've been waiting to get out of the house for quite some time. As soon as winter comes or fall, I'm pretty sure I'll be spending more time online, and I'll be doing more of these videos and more of my regular updates. So watch out for these, guys. Thanks for watching this video update. I hope it's helping you. There is one more news that I want to mention. Coinbase, of all places, receives a patent for a security measure that they have been implementing and they've been using in their software for quite some time, and this comes at the same time as blockchain is also encouraging people, developers, to start developing Ether applications, Ethereum based applications for Ethereum wallet to be able to be used with their software as well. So both Coinbase and blockchain keep being on top of the game when it comes to Bitcoin. They're the leaders of the market in terms of cloud storage wallet providers. If you're actually new to Bitcoin, it's most likely that you will start with either of these two wallets. Both of them offer a buy option. I personally feel that Coinbase has a more easier option in terms of buying Bitcoin with a credit card or with your bank account. Blockchain is using a third party, and it's not really working very easy in other countries in Europe. I'm not even sure if it's actually working in US. So in any case, there are links below this video, so if you're looking to buy any Bitcoin, make sure that you check the links. I've gathered quite a lot of different links from the last 6 months, from feedback from people, and just people commenting on my videos and making suggestions about places to buy Bitcoin. So I'm always trying to list all of these links in my videos so that it can help you guys. And I'm gonna continue with these news. Stay tuned for the next one. Feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you can get notifications when I'm posting new updates and news about Bitcoin and all of the other cryptocurrencies that I'm working with. Soon I'm gonna start doing more regular videos about the altcoins, the alternative currencies that I'm looking into and that I've invested. So I'm gonna start sharing more news about them and why I'm investing in them, why do I feel that they're strong currencies. So this is also coming. I'm gonna keep these updates more regular. I'll see you in the next one.